Hello everyone and welcome to another bite-sized bat rep, a video series in which we focus on the actions and tactics of the players but not the dice rolls. Today we have the Dark Angels taking on the Death Guard and the map is Tide of Conviction. This is one of those nasty hold 2, hold 3 missions and you get 2 points for holding your opponent's objectives in their territory at the end of your turn. In terms of secondaries, the Death Guard have gone for Despoiled Ground, which means they have to achieve various objectives at the end of the game for up to 15 points. Spread the Sickness, which is completing actions on objectives for 4 or 3 points depending on where the objective is. And no prisoners because the Dark Angels have a lot of Terminators. Speaking of the Dark Angels, they've gone for Raise the Banners as they can be quite a defensive army and want to hold their own. Oath of Moment, which covers a lot of different situations. And finally, Martial Interdiction. Paul has chosen to keep this one hidden, and what he's going to be doing is going after the Death Guard's Tallyman. And if he can kill him and stay alive with a certain character or unit, then that means he will score some juicy points. As always, if you enjoy our content, please consider giving us a like and a subscribe. We're on all sorts of social media and your support really does help. Let's head down to the battlefield.
So this is 2,000 points of Mortarion's Anvil Death Guard. So in the HQ slot, they have Demon Prince with Foetid wings. He's my Warlord, and his Warlord trait is the Gloaming Bloat. He wields the Hellforged sword, and he holds the Relic of Decay, the Warped Insect Hive. Second HQ slot is the Malignant Plaguecaster. He knows Miasma of Pestilence and Curse of the Leper. The Foul Blight Spawn, I've paid 2 CP, one for a Relic and one for a Warlord trait on him. He holds the Arch Contaminator Warlord trait and the Revolting Stench Fats Relic, and I've also upgraded his weapon with Viscous Death. And finally the Tallyman, who also has a relic, the Tollkeeper. In the troop slot we have 2 units of 10 Poxwalkers and 4 units of 5 Plague Marines. In the elite slots we have a Contemptor Dreadnought with twin Volkite Culverin and a unit of 5 Death Shroud Terminators, and I've also upgraded the Champion to hold the Reaper of Glorious Entropy. In the fast attack slot we have 2 Foetid Bloat Drones with Flesh Metal. In the heavy support slot we have 2 Plague Burst Crawlers, both with Entropy Cannons and Heavy Slugger. And finally a Chaos Rhino.
And here we have 2,000 points of Dark Angels. So for characters in this army, we start off, we have Samael as he comes, no upgrades. We've then got the Ravenwing Apothecary. He is my Warlord, NHS on a bike, and he has the Selfless Healer upgrade along with the Apothecary, Chief Apothecary upgrade. We've then got the Ravenwing Champion. He's been upgraded to be a Chapter Champion. He is rocking the Reliquary of Repentant, and he also has the Warlord trait Imperium Sword. And then lastly we have the Deathwing Ancient, who has the Pennant of Remembrance and also Rites of War. So starting off in the elites, we have 2 units of 2 Deathwing Terminators as command squads, all with Thunderhammers and Storm Shields. We then go on to a nice big brick of 10 Ravenwing Black Knights, all with the now free upgraded Corvus Hammers. We then go on to a 5-man Deathwing Terminator squad. We have a Thunderhammer Storm Shield on the Sergeant, 4 Lightning Claws, and then they also have a Watcher in the Dark. Next up we have a 10-man Deathwing Terminator squad, 5 Thunderhammer Storm Shields, 5 Lightning Claws, and another Watcher in the Dark. And then last but not least, the meat and potatoes of the army, we have 10 Deathwing Knights who also have a Watcher in the Dark.
Hello sports fans and welcome to another bite-sized bat rep. We are here with Stuart and Paul using the Death Guard and the Dark Angels. So Stuart, talk us through your Death Guard deployment.
So I've got characters and the Death Shroud in the Central Ruin, ready to come out into the middle, supported by my firebase of the Contemptor and the 2 Plague Burst Crawlers. And then on the right flank, I've got a whole bundle of fast-moving OBSEC being launched out of the Rhino and the 2 Moa drones to try and push up this right flank.
For the Dark Angels deployment?
We have a brick of 10 Deathwing Terminators hiding away, 5 Black Knights hiding. We have 10 Terminator Deathwing Knights hiding, a Command Squad hiding, 5 Black Knights hiding, and then all my characters protected by Lookout Sir and such nonsense. So hopefully nothing will happen turn 1.
And anything in Deep Strike?
Yep, we've got a 5-man Terminator squad and another Command Squad.
Beautiful. Wow, Stuart, much to his chagrin, managed to win the roll-off. So it is Death Guard going first, and we'll come back after the movement phase. Movement phase of the Death Guard is complete. What is the plan, sir?
So on the right flank, the Rhino's taken the space available to it, because there's nothing in this ruin up here. And everything else is just shuffled forward to take the objective. The 2 Plague Burst Crawlers have touched the dense terrain. We're going to put some psychic buffs onto the Death Shroud to protect them, hopefully, and yeah, deter a big charge and bide our time.
Excellent. So we'll do a little bit of shooting and then come back and let you know how it all went. Very exciting first turn is complete, and these guys did a bit of shooting. Did they do any damage, Stuart?
We killed 1 bike.
They killed 1 bike. That is right. Some poor soul there. And just for long-time viewers of the show, the boys have been told to stop rolling dice in their hands. So hopefully there's no issues there for that. We're now going to go into an even more exciting turn, because Paul might try and do some things and move into Stuart's half of the board. Who knows? We will wait and see and return for the Dark Angels turn 1 movement phase. Dark Angels movement phase for turn 1 is complete. What is the plan, sir?
So the plan is this bike squad's advanced from behind this building, and they're going to overcharge and hopefully Weapons of the Dark Age the Plague Burst Crawler to do some damage to it. Mm-hmm. Terminator squad here has raised a banner. Deathwing Knights have moved forward. They're raising a banner. The Bannerman's raising a banner in this one, and then the bikes that were here have just staged over into the back of here as well.
Very nice. So we've got a nice little death ball right in the centre of the table, and we'll come back and let you know how the shooting went soon. Right. Some shooting was done. How much damage did you do?
7.
7.
Nurgle's number.
Nurgle's number. Oh, just how we wanted it. And that's all. So that's the end of battle round 1. We now see if Stuart wants to come out to play as we move into Death Guard turn 2. Death Guard turn 2 movement phase is complete. What is the plan for this turn?
So we advance the Poxwalkers to screen the deep striking threat. Mm-hmm. The Death Shroud have moved up into the middle to threaten the home field objectives for later turns. The Contemptor has moved into line of sight as both of the Plague Burst Crawlers to put some fire into those Terminators there on the objective. And the 2 Moa drones both rolled 5s on their advance, moving up into this back ruin again to put pressure on objectives in later game.
Very nice. So we're going to do some psychic, we're going to do some shooting, or we're going to do some charging, who knows? We'll come back and let you know how it went. Stuart, you did some things. What were these things?
So we did some psychic to protect ourselves, and we shot all the guns we had at the 5 Black Knights, and we whiffed. And we killed 3.
You did whiff, quite impressive.
There were more 1s and 2s than I care to repeat.
Yes, so. Absolutely. No charges, so you know he's kind of pushing up. We're edging tentatively closer towards each other, but who is going to lose patience first? That is the main question. Paul, are you going to lose patience first?
I've already lost patience.
He's already lost patience. There we are. Well, it could be an exciting turn 2 for the Dark Angels. Let's see how it goes when we come back. The Dark Angels have pushed forward in their turn 2, so what is the plan?
Right, so we've got the 3 Black Knights now, as one got rezzed by the Apothecary. They've stood still, so they get +1 to hit, and they've got the Chapter Master rerolls. Alongside the 5 Black Knights that have come from behind this ruin, we're going to try and punk that Plague Burst Crawler that's on 4 wounds. We've built a wall with deep striking Terminators just to try and protect the bikes. The Deathwing Knights move forward. going to potentially charge the Rhino and the Plague Burst Crawler over here. These guys have advanced onto this objective just to secure it. Samael's flown over to come play with some Plague Marines. The Chapter Champions just staging up here. He's next to the command squad so he can't be shot at. And then I've got, that's it, yeah. I was going to Terminators there, but I didn't. I put them in.
You were going to put the Terminators there. Excellent. So it could be an action-packed turn, and you guys are going to see absolutely nothing. But we will fill you in on what happened. Turn 2 for the Dark Angels is over. Not a lot happened despite so much potential. So Paul, talk us through it.
So Deathwing Knights charged into a Plague Burst Crawler and did nothing. Samael charged into the Poxwalkers after I shot them a few, and he killed like 3, and then he's just jumped out of combat.
What hero?
Yep, and the Black Knights who were in range managed to take 2 more wounds off the Plague Burst Crawler, and the other Black Knights, because I foolishly put them out of range, actually just killed a Death Shroud Terminator.
So yeah, as I said, not much, but you know, slow and steady wins the race. Speaking of slow, it's time for Death Guard's turn 3. Let's see what Stuart comes up with. Stuart has decided it's time to make a move. So what moves are you making?
So we've disembarked 10 Plague Marines out of the Rhino, which then moved back to pick up the other 10. The Contemptors come into the Dense. The Poxwalkers have come to the rear objective to spread the sickness. And the Terminators have advanced into the centre of the board. And the mower drones have surrounded their prey, so I'm going to need to kill some Terminators.
That is the operation, or the mission for this turn is Operation Kill as many Terminators as possible. Let's have some predictions. Stuart, how many Terminators do you think you are going to kill?
Wow. 8.
8. Paul, how many do you think he's going to kill?
5.
5. Oh! What's your prediction at home? Well, let's find out. The operation was kill the Terminators. Have you done that, Stuart?
I killed exactly 8.
So you were right. Well done, sir.
It cost me 5 Plague Marines, but I think that's a fair old trade.
It's a fair old trade.
Also took 3 bikes and the Apothecary.
Yeah. So Contemptor went huge on the bikes, and then yeah, just lots of shooting and combat over here. Killed the Terminators. We had a massive old punch up over here. So, an interesting turn. He's hit Paul reasonably hard. He had to. So now can Paul hit back just as hard. Let's find out as we go into Dark Angels turn 3. The Dark Angels are looking to counter-attack now. What is the plan?
Right, Samael's going to go hunting some more Poxwalkers over the back there. The 2-man command squad just advanced to take the objective. The champion, he's hurtled forward. He's going to try and kill the Psyker, hopefully. These Terminators have waddled forward for a 7-inch charge onto the Death Shroud. The Black Knights have just come on to hold the objective. They're in range of the Death Shroud and the mower drone. I've got Ancient holding the objective at the backfield. 2-man with the -1 damage have come to try and soften something else up. And then these guys are just still stuck in turmoil combat forever.
Eternal combat. Wow, excellent. So we're trying to kill some stuff, basically.
Yep.
Chaos must be purged. Let's see if he can achieve it. We always need it to be a punch up in the middle, and it's a punch up in the middle. Paul had a counter-attack plan, which involved killing lots of Death Guard. Have lots of Death Guard died, Paul?
No.
No. What happened? Talk us through it.
Nothing died. That's what it felt like.
There were
Lost some Terminators.
some Death Shroud died.
That's about it.
And that's about it. So not the most successful counterpunch. I feel like turn 4 is going to be make or break now. Can Stuart carve through the rest of the Terminators, or can Paul hold firm? Let's find out as we move into battle round 4. Turn 4 is upon us, and what is the plan for the Death Guard?
So try and clear my lines. I've advanced a unit to to protect my home objective. The Contemptors lining up the 2 Deathwing on my objective there to prevent overrun, hopefully. We've got the other 5-man unit of Plague Marines aiming to charge into the Deathwing Knights there. and we've fallen back out of combat with the Demon Prince and the Plague Marines away from the maces, and yeah, that is all we can do at this stage.
So we're on stage 2 of Kill All the Terminators.
We're trying, yeah. I think I maybe killed 3 if I'm lucky this turn, but as long as we don't lose too many in the process, I'll be alright.
Cool. Nice, excellent. Well, let's see how it goes.
Cool.
Stuart looked to counter-attack and make the most of Dark Angels not doing much, and has he done it? Well, it's been a bit of a punch-up again, and how has this punch-up gone for you?
Shooting was bad, combat was way above average, so yeah.
So what have we got left over here?
7 Terminators left on that flank, and an Ancient. I have a lot less, but
as you can see here,
we're in the right part of the board.
Yeah, we've got some Plague Marines there. We've got a little castle over here. We've got all sorts of stuff going on over under there. And so now it's over to Paul. It feels like make or break time for Paul in turn 4. Can he have a big turn, kill all the important stuff? We had some death here. A character died. The Ravenwing champion died, but he took out the Malignant Plaguecaster with him. But other than that, it's just been a slow, grindy process of the units gradually being whittled down. So we will see how Paul is planning on coming back into this next. Right, turn 4. What is the plan, Paul?
Well, I've pretty much given up on winning the game now, so I'm just going to try and kill stuff.
Don't tell the audience that. Yeah, so what are you going to kill then?
I'm going to try and kill some Plague Marines in the middle, try and kill a Plague Burst Crawler, try and tie up the Contemptor and the character in the back there with Samael, and everything else is already stuck in combat, so not a lot else I can do there.
Cool. That is the sort of tactical insight we like to bring here on 6++. We'll let you know if Paul is able to kill stuff. So, Dark Angels turn 4 is complete. Paul, did you chew through the Death Guard?
No.
No. What happened in your turn?
I fluffed miserably and killed nothing, I think. Oh, I killed the Tallyman, that was about it.
Okay, so what happened? So over here, just some more.
More of my guys died, less of his guys died.
Cool. Over here?
I shot and charged and attacked. I killed 2.5 Plague Marines.
With these Black Knights. Samael, do you do anything?
Killed a Tallyman.
What happened with a missing Plague Burst Crawler? What did he do?
Oh, the Plague Burst Crawler exploded and did 18 mortal wounds. So it did more. It's done more damage than I think that I've done for the whole 4 turns beforehand.
Yeah, so that's pretty impressive. We have decided to call it there after battle round 4, so we'll just tally up the final score and then come back with a quick debrief. So game is done. What was the final score, guys?
94-56 to the Death Guard.
Crowd goes wild. So it was a bit of a slogfest, wasn't it? Punch up in the middle. Stuart, what do you think went well?
The same thing that the Marine Death Guard matchup normally swings on, which is denying rerolls, denying counts as charging, and the fight's last. Really, it just makes the attritional battle. I'm always on top because I'm always getting to fight first in those long combats, and eventually that just wears things down. A couple of the relics that I have in my army are really key. The Reaper of Glorious Entry on the Death Shroud champion.
Yeah, he did work.
Probably wiped out 9 of the 10 Deathwing Terminators, and the rest of his squad was just ablative wounds for him in the end. The mowers did way better than I was expecting, actually. I thought they were going to be a complete damp squib, but the speed that they give a slow army is really key. And as much as the Plague Burst Crawlers kind of whiffed, they still soaked stuff up and were a pain to you. You still have to respect them, because every now and again they can go hot.
Especially when they explode.
Yeah, especially when they have 18 mortal wounds from an explosion is massive. So yeah, I think we could play that a dozen times on a dozen different missions, and we'd get a different result every time. So it was a bit dicey, but yeah, it was good. Good fun.
And Paul, what was it like from your end?
I didn't have re-rolls, that sucked. Decamp's charging, that sucked. I fought last, that sucked. Other than that, yeah, it was a good game.
Nullified a lot of your strengths, didn't it? And
Yeah,
you know, the army's very good at picking targets, blowing through them, and then winning in that late game.
I had a few key misplays that I did as well. I exposed my apothecary when I could have quite easily have protected him. That cost me quite bigly. So
Yeah, especially because he was your Rights of War.
no, not Rights of War, but he was just bringing people back to life.
Yeah, definitely. And like as we said, there's a lot of stuff left on like 1 wound, 2 wound, and that sort of thing. It's just the Death Guard resilience, isn't it?
Yeah, sometimes it pays off.
Well, thank you very much. This has been a bite-sized bat rep, and I'm sure we'll be back with you again soon. Bye.
Bye.
See you.